And the thing about picking an album cover is that it should be the most declarative statement that you're making about your work. I have bad news to report. After the announcement of Life of a Showgirl, I was so blown away by everything I was receiving that I overlooked a crucial element of this. And the crucial element is that I really don't like the cover. And I think that most people don't because it's bad graphic design. I'm sorry, Taylor Swift. I love you. I want to love this so much, but I just think that it looks like a high school art project. It's giving, I was told to make this really gorgeous picture edgy, so I'm going to cut it up and paste it on itself. I'm going to hand letter some words and stick them randomly all over the place. And I hope that you will look at it and think that it is profound. That is what this is giving. And that's so unfortunate to me because I do think that the concept of this album is incredibly interesting. I see what she's going for in the Ophelia reference on the cover here. And I think that it is a gorgeous picture. On Twitter, they're trying to drag her by saying she looks like me. I'm going to take that as a compliment to me. I'm going to ignore the fact they're using it to insult Taylor. But it is a really beautiful picture. She's serving face. She's in a showgirl outfit. She mentioned in the New Heights interview that this song is about a place where she could smell both sweat and perfume in equal parts. It's 4 a.m. after the shows. Who is she in those moments? This is kind of like her in the bathtub having a moment and thinking about, I'm the showgirl and I'm the diva, but what if my life still sucks? And that is an interesting tension that I think is captured in the image, but is ruined by the mangling of it all. If it's supposed to look like shattered glass, why does it have like perfect edges? Why does it look like pieces of tape randomly stuck on? When glass shatters, there's like jagged, weird edges. The funny thing about this cover to me is that the photographers who shot this also shot Reputation, and they actually did this exact effect on the picture disc for Reputation. And it looks good there because it seems like it's the intent to have it all be jumbled up, to have her face be completely mangled and unrecognizable. But here it's used in such a selective way that it looks like we had this on the mood board and we said, let's try it again, but let's make sure that her face looks clear and that the body is serving. But you can't have both at the same time. The distortion cannot also serve the glamour puss. And I think that we should have just committed to one bit or the other. I feel like Taylor needs to let go of having words on the album covers. It looked horrible for Midnights because she just put the whole track list on the front cover. Evermore is one of her most iconic album covers because it's just an image. And the thing about picking an album cover is that it should be the most declarative statement that you're making about your work. We consume visuals for albums before we even consume the music itself now. So the journey that you go on with an album is really dependent on what album cover is selected. And I hate the rise of variant culture because it means that artists don't really have to like commit to a bit. They don't have to like land on one creative concept and follow it. They have a bunch of different options. It's giving I couldn't make up my mind and I got cute pictures, so I want to use them all. And the textures look so random. Your eye is not drawn to any kind of like logical sequencing. It just looks chopped. I don't know how else to describe it other than chopped. I don't mean that in the TikTok way. I mean the entire thing looks like it was chopped together last minute. I'm going to be doing a much longer hour-long deep dive into Taylor's album covers, the history of them, how they slowly became more chopped over time, and ranking them based on how accurately they represent their album. Taylor's visual sense, from music video directing to film directing to personal style to album cover choice, is continuing to baffle me. I love you, Queen. You're everything to me. This is going to be the greatest album ever made, but it's not going to have the greatest album cover.